Rainer Rothfuss, the chairman of the Alternative for Germany Association in Lindau, is now joining us here on the program. Great to see you today, and I know you're listening to the program. As you just heard, the Polish education minister branding the EU an unlawful entity. Is that going a little bit too far, do you think?
Well, I think he's relating to the latest COVID relief program, where the EU will distribute 1.8 trillion euros. And this goes far beyond the legislative basis of the European Union. But in depth, if we look at it in depth, we see also the quarrel between the EU and Poland deepening. So what is the basis? The EU has been punishing Poland for quite some time about migration policies, about also nominating judges. But I can see that they use double standards towards Poland, because in Germany, for example, the government also nominates judges to the federal court. And in Poland, it's largely the same process, but Poland is being punished about this issue. And so I think the Poles, who are quite nationalist, they feel proud of their country, they oppose such humiliations on behalf of the European Union. So that's behind the political scene, I think.
Well, as you say, Poland does want to encourage a more patriotic style of teaching in schools, teaching pride rather than shame. Nothing wrong with having a bit of patriotism, but do you think it's a slippery slope when it's entering the school syllabus?
Well, I think there is nothing wrong about being taught also the critical side of being member of the European Union, because we see that the European Union is deepening its ties more and more and transforming itself more and more into a centralized government type of body. And this is of course, against most of the constitutions of the member countries. So this is something we need a deeper discussion about. Where are we heading to? Can we preserve democracy also on the European level? Because as to now, democracy only works at national level. Only at national level, people can really have a say and really decide on policy issues. On the European level, there are great deficits in terms of democratic control by the people.
Well, now, earlier this month, Poland approved the EU Recovery Fund, under which Warsaw will get around 57 billion euros. At the same time, the Polish education minister branding the EU an unlawful entity, but they're happy to accept money from countries like Germany. Is that a bit hypocritical, or it's all normal?
Well, but we have to see also that only a few weeks ago, new sanction tools have been designed to retain also such money from flowing to Poland if they don't behave in the way that the European Union defines. So I think it's somehow also a show of force that the Polish government just shows we are sovereign and we will stay sovereign. And this is not a sign of I would say Europhobia, because the Polish people, if you look at surveys, for example, Eurobarometer, the Polish people have said that they largely self-identify. 71% of the people said they self-identify with the European Union. And this is the second largest number, just behind Luxembourg.
Well, so I mean, those are impressive numbers, but I suppose it's a bit, sorry for interrupting, a bit concerning when the Polish education minister brands the EU an unlawful entity. But Mr. Rainer Rothfuss, wish we had more time, chairman of the Alternative for Germany Association in Lindau, thank you very much for joining us here on RT. Thank you.
You're welcome.